Hey guys, Jeff with Westcott Designs here. So this truck was in our shop. It's a 2022 Tacoma TRD off-road. It came to us. The guy wanted a set of 5100s installed in it, and he wanted a set of 275 tires on it. And so we put the 275s on it. He basically wanted to just bring the front up. He wanted to leave the back stock on this, and no block, no shackle, no add-a-leaf. And so he picks it up, and I think he was kind of like thinking it would be a bigger truck or bigger than what he had hoped for, and it wasn't. So 2 days later, he calls us back up to reschedule with us and said, hey, I kind of want to get a lower collar put in this, or get your lift put in it so I can get 285s on it. So we did that. We put some 285 7017s on it with our lower collar now. We did a 1-inch block in the back. You can see how this truck sits now. It has a really nice stance to it. It's pretty even front to back. So this is basically the way that with a 5100 in the front and a 5100 in the rear, this is kind of how our kit looks with a set of 285 7017s on it. He chose the ridge grapplers on this one, so it looks really aggressive. It does still have factory upper control arm. You do not have to do an upper control arm with this. So it does, it looks really good. One of the things that someone said to me, they said, hey, my light came on my dash when I lifted my truck, and I was like, your light came on? He goes, yeah, I was listening to the radio, the key was on in the accessory mode in the car, and the light came on when I was done, and I think your lift kit might have caused the light to come on. So people are clear out there, this thing has a TSS sensor in the grille, which stands for Toyota Safety Sense, and then it also has the cruise camera that's up here in the back of the mirror, and you can see the cutout in the windshield here. So things that can happen here is that when this truck gets lifted, if the key's in the car and it's in accessory mode, or it can sense this in the car, what happens is that this sensor goes out the front of this vehicle at a certain degree of angle, and it picks up the ground and up a certain degree. If this sensor is in accessory mode, the computer is getting signal, and now all of a sudden when you jack up the front of this truck, it can no longer see the ground anymore or pick up the ground. It actually thinks the vehicle's been in an accident. So with that being said, that is a safety and a hard code that goes into the ECU. That is not something a consumer can reset themselves. It has to go to the dealership. They have to reset the ECU on that. And it is a hard code. It's a safety code because, like I said, it thinks it's been in an accident. I had another customer that said, hey, I put your lift kit in the truck. I had the dealership do it. They gave it back to me, and the light is on the dash. They said it was caused by your lift kit. No, it was not caused by my lift kit. It is not our lift kit that caused it. What happened was I had to they put it back on. They tried to recalibrate it a couple times. They said they can't get it to recalibrate. They said it's your lift kit. I said, no, it's not the lift kit. I said to them, they said, well, you tell them if they take the lift kit off the truck, if they're willing to pay to take the lift kit off the truck, if they said it's not their fault. And they said, no, we're not willing to do that. So obviously right there is them saying, hey, we're not sure it's our fault. We're not sure what has happened, but it's not our fault. I talked to the customer. I said, hey, you sure nothing else happened in the car? Well, it was at the dealership. And he says, they put a windshield in it at the dealership. Well, it was there. I go, there's your problem. The problem is that little window that goes around the laser cruise control in there, if it cannot get a clear signal out the front of that, and any of it is blocked on the corner of that in the windshield, that means the windshield did not get placed exactly what it was supposed to, or the camera did not get lined back up the way it was supposed to. So the dealer thought that it was our lift kit when truly it was the windshield was installed in this vehicle wrong. So two things, if you ever get a TSS light to come on, or the lights come on the dash, it's A, it had a windshield put in, it wasn't recalibrated properly, or they couldn't calibrate it properly because it's not lined up with the camera, or the other is the sensor in the front here lost visibility of the ground because you had the keys either in the car or in the ignition and the accessory mode. If it's a keyless go car, best to take the key out of the car, set it 3 feet away from the truck so it cannot pick up a signal from that and not have to worry about that. Or if it's a key car, just make sure the keys are laying up on the windshield wiper and not in the ignition system. You will not get that problem. The only time I've ever seen it is from that problem. Other than that, when you put the key in, it cycles itself, it makes sure it sees the ground. As long as it sees the ground, the lights go off. They're never going to come on the dash. So I just want to share that with you. We hope you enjoyed this truck. We hope that some of these things that we tell you help you on understanding how things work. Thanks again. Take care. Bye-bye.